Hey everybody, it's Phil from Walmart's Right Lane Trucking coming at you today. It is Friday for some people. It is Wednesday or hump day for somebody else. So hump day for me, Friday for everybody else. Or those that work like I do, welcome to hump day. My day. Well, I left you last night. I was overnighting in Red Bluff, California at our DC there. And I woke up this morning to my dispatch. So the dispatch came across, then it was taken, added to, then it was taken off, then they changed it to something else. All before I woke up this morning. So I'm going through going, oh, I would have liked to have gone to Marysville or then to pick up the vendor and then go wherever they wanted me to go after that. But I guess they changed their mind and they said, you know what? Phil needs to go to Oregon. So I went to Oregon today. So from Red Bluff, anybody that doesn't understand where it's at, if you know where Redding is, Red Bluff is about 30 miles south of Redding, 30 to 40 miles south of Redding, and our DC is just there in Red Bluff. Now, I've been going over the Donner Pass pretty much daily, right? I've been telling you I'm going over the Donner Pass. Sometimes I go over it several times during the day, sometimes just once, but it's usually once a day I was going over the Donner Pass. My first time over the Donner Pass, I was, well, a little nervous, especially in a big rig. I've gone over the Donner Pass before I was driving trucks, but my first time with the truck, going over the Donner Pass, with a really heavy load, I was a little nervous, right? I took it a little easier. Now, I'm getting more comfortable with it. I don't want to say relaxed because you cannot get relaxed. If you get too comfortable, too relaxed, then things happen. You make poor decisions, you get complacent, and you don't need that on that type of driving terrain. So, this was my opportunity to go over into Oregon today. So the dispatch said, okay, go to Medford, Oregon. Okay, that's all, just Medford, Oregon and back. And I'm thinking, this is gonna be one of those days, and it just seemed like it was just gonna be one of those days. So I go over the pass, and again, it's my first time in a big rig. I've taken U-Haul over the pass there, going up towards Oregon from California, up past Shasta, Mount Shasta. I've driven my car, I've driven my motorcycle. So it's not that I'm not familiar with it, but I haven't done it with a tractor trailer with a load on it. Sorry, hold on one second. Give you guys a little music. It's all the same. No, it's not the same, right? So one pass is not the same as the next pass. And what's going on that pass is totally different. So basically going north on I-5 in Oregon, it's a lot of uphill. That's what I saw today. It's just a lot of uphill. I hadn't done it in a while. Last time was I took the Harley out and I went on a ride, and I did see, 1,800 miles in 36 hours on the bike. I went up from where I lived in Lathrop all the way up to Seattle, Washington to Tacoma to Bend, Oregon, back down and through the mountains, and then back on I-5 and back down to Central Valley. So, but that was a couple years ago. And there's always construction going on, and there was construction going on during the trip today. So I get up there, and I thought it was pretty uneventful. Thought I was following the directions really well, and then it happens. I should have stayed right. Instead, I went left. It said stay on Crater Lake Highway. I'm getting on a highway type thing. I'm thinking the store must be right around the corner from here, not too far. I should have stayed right. And it's like they put in a new Crater Lake Highway, or part of, and the old Crater Lake Highway is still there where all the businesses are. And so I followed it the wrong way. Rookie mistake. And I didn't turn up the volume and listen to the instructions. I was just trying to read them as they were going, and it said turn left in so and so far. And I'm thinking, okay, where's my turn? And then finally it said rerouting. I'm like, what? Rerouting? I passed it? Anyway, it only took me like 3 miles off course, so it followed it, and then it rerouted me back to the store. But I get there and I pull in, and there's only 2 docks. There's construction going on, or there's a team that are on the roof, I think, doing some kind of work on the roof. So they're blocking part of the back alleyway that I need to be able to set up and back in. So it made it a little more challenging than it needed to be. And then the store, I was bringing a general merchandise load up there, so it's usually bulk loaded. And it's not always bulk loaded, but it's mostly bulk loaded general merchandise, and so no pallets. So the store has these rollers that they roll into the trailer, and it goes in, and then when they turn it on, the associate puts the package on it, and it just kind of rolls it all the way in to the scanners and everything else to track the packages as they're coming in, the quantity, the goods coming in. Well, the store had put out like 3 sets of these rollers. Yeah. And they're kind of in the way. They weren't totally in the way. What I had to do is uncouple my loaded trailer, undock the other trailer that's there, because that's the trailer I'm taking. And then, like I said, these guys were in the way, so I had to pull this trailer out and then back it next to my other trailer, basically blocking the entire path to get through and around the back of the building. Hopefully nobody wanted to go around because I was blocking it. And then, so getting out with those rollers there, with the empty, I could see them, I can negotiate. I could see the other trailer on my right, passenger side, but I wasn't comfortable with where they were for when I brought in my load, and I needed more space. So flip of a coin. Do I go and knock on the door again and say, hey, get somebody out here to move these, or do I go ahead and just kind of push them forward and out of my way so that I can have more space to back, to save on time? And they're not that difficult to move, so I just pushed them out of the way, got them out of my way enough where I had space to get in. And then it's kind of a mini blindside back onto the dock there. It really wouldn't have been that bad had that other construction vehicle not been there. But that construction vehicle is there, so it made it a little more difficult, meaning I had to go in and crank it to my passenger side, in a sense putting it on the blind side to back it in. But you got to do what you got to do to stay safe, right? And if you have to, get out. I've told you that before. So I look at the dispatch, and the dispatch is now adjusted for another load out of Red Bluff for when I get back. So I gotta get back to Red Bluff and get my load. And it's just a single load, single store here in Sacramento. So I got to Red Bluff, parked my trailer, fueled my tractor, took a meal, got my load, got my paperwork for my load, went and got the load, and I was out of there. I was only in Red Bluff for a very, very short time. The majority of it was the meal. And let's see, how long was I there? I got in at going through it. So I got in at 17:56, and I left and departed there at 1900. Yeah, 1900. So just over an hour, and half of that was the meal I had to take. Then I got to fuel the tractor. Then I got to go walk in and get the paperwork, which is this plus the bill of lading, which I gave them the bill of lading inside when I dropped off the trailer. And then I had to park the other trailer, and then I had to go get the other trailer once I got all that taken care of and had my meal. So not a bad turnaround time for a DC of that size. It's a large DC. And so I got going, and I left Red Bluff with 3 hours and 18 minutes, 3 hours and 18 minutes, something like that, to get here, arrive, uncouple, get the other trailer, and pull out and park for the night. Because I intended on overnighting here because of the length of it. Did I have to? No. The trailer is not due till Saturday. It's Friday. And it's not due till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Heck, it wasn't even due to leave. Like the drop dead has to leave by time for Red Bluff was like 10:15 tomorrow. So I was way ahead of schedule with this, and so I dropped it and got here and dropped it. They had the empty. They were just finishing this trailer that I'm coupled to now as my empty when I was backing up to the dock. I heard them in there taking the pallets out, whatever pallets, because sometimes there are some pallets in there around the loose load stuff, the larger items. So give a recap of the day. Started at 8:15, got done at 10:05, I think it was. Pretty long day. I ended up with 13 hours, 42 minutes, 49 seconds. Just call it 13 hours, 42 minutes. I had 17 minutes left on my 14-hour clock after doing all that. Telling you, somebody must have got to the folks that do the dispatch. They must have saw my other video or something, because this week they got me running. They got me running this week, because that was a total of 528 miles. 528 miles. I'm running. All right. So again, I'm going to recap for last weekend. That's the Saturday, started my week. Saturday, Sunday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's the end of this week for payroll. So with that, I ended up with 2,600 miles, 2,603 on mileage. It's the most I've had since I started at Walmart. So again, somebody heard me and said, Phil will get the loads there. Phil wants the miles. Phil wants this. And they're giving it to me. And I'm taking it. Because aside from Wednesday of this week, I had 400 plus days on pay as well every day. So give you an idea, Saturday was $436, Sunday was $429, Wednesday was $361, and I'm just rounding them down, I'm not counting the cents. The Thursday was $414, and then today was a whopping $460 for bringing my grand total for the week on pay from Saturday to Friday at $2,102. $2,102. And if you remember, I said last night that if you're making $2,000 a week times 52, you're going to end up with $104,000 a year. I just made $2,102 for 1 week. Still got another week to go, which is really 4 days. So I got Saturday tomorrow, Sunday tomorrow, or Saturday and Sunday, and then I'm off for 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I got Thursday and Friday on this pay. So that's going to kind of, that's where it kind of hits the rubber meets the road right there, is do I want to extend? How badly do I want to push myself tomorrow and Sunday to give myself, if I cut back on it, I could save some hours, and then I would have hours available to work Monday and get a extension bonus plus the layover plus whatever I work and the mileage I work for that Monday. That way I'm not short a day on my pay. And when I say short, it's just because of the days off. It's usually 9 days during the week versus 10 on this one during the pay period. Sorry, for the 2 weeks. So pretty good week so far going, and we'll see what tomorrow and the other day is, because from here from where I'm at this store to McCarran, I'm going to McCarran tomorrow, I'm going to pull it up here, 7048, done, is going to be 163 miles to get from here to McCarran, and then from wherever McCarran sends me, and so on and so on. So we'll see what tomorrow holds. Okay, now into my quick topic, and then I'll let you guys all go for the night or morning or afternoon, however you're looking at this. My topic today is I don't know how to word this. So it has to do with towing trailers. And when you see people that are towing trailers, and I'm not talking Class A truck drivers towing a 53-foot trailer, or some of these guys pulling their sets or their tankers. I'm talking a pickup truck, a van, whatever, towing a trailer. I've used U-Haul on a couple occasions when I moved. One time I booked a large truck, box truck. The largest one they had. I wanted that one because I wanted one shot and done, right? I didn't want to make several trips back and forth to move. I just wanted one shot and done. Booked it online, got confirmation, everything else. So, move day comes. We're ready to go. We're going to go move everything. Go to U-Haul. And walk in the door. And they're like, sorry, Phil. We don't have the truck that you ordered. I'm sorry. But what we have is the smaller version, the next down from there, plus a trailer to make up for it. So they got it all ready, and they've got it hooked up, ready to go for me. Not once did they ask me, Phil, do you know how to tow a trailer? Not once. Now, if I was not comfortable doing it, I would have said, hey, I can't do this. And this is before my Class A license. This is back when I was working at the airports, towing around planes and towing around other things. So I'm very familiar with towing things. I think I even made a long trip. No, I think it was out later. Towing a car. I've done several trips from the East Coast to the West Coast to the East Coast, towing a car across. And with my pickup truck, I've towed my car from LA area all the way to Portland, Oregon with a U-Haul. This was back in '94 when the U-Hauls were manual transmissions and you had to shift the gears and go over that grade that I just went over today into Oregon, shifting gears up the hill. Oh, that sucked. That was nerve-wracking. I was losing speed like you wouldn't believe going up those hills trying to shift those gears on that U-Haul truck. What I'm getting at is I had that day when they asked me, hey, you want to take it? No problem. But not once did they ask me, did I have experience doing it? Okay. How many people are buying RVs from Joe down the street instead of an RV dealer? Even an RV dealer, it doesn't matter where you buy it. And they do a bumper pull, they do a fifth wheel, they get all set up, they got the right truck, they got the right vehicle for it. They're like, I'm gonna be a glamper. We're gonna go across the US. We're gonna go camping. Gonna see the world. How many of them got training on how to actually drive that thing down the road? Okay. Hey, I want to go jet skiing. I want to go boating. I want to go, skiing, water skiing. And they go out and buy a big old boat or a set of jet skis. Do you think the dealers are asking, have you ever towed a boat before? No. They're looking at that commission. They're like, let's get the interest off of this guy, and we'll milk the commission and everything else. So off they go. How about the guy doing junk hauling? All right, so my point is, these guys and girls are hooking up trailers to some vehicles that are very well equipped to handle those trailers, and some people are hooking up trailers that have no business being on the back of a minivan. Just saying. Especially when the trailer weighs more than the vehicle towing it. Just saying again. I know our vehicle doesn't, it weighs less than what we tow a lot of times, right? But it's closer to the same weight. 80,000 pounds spread out. You know, think about it. You got a 35,000 pound load, 40,000 pound load, then the trailer weight, and then your tractor weight. It's pretty close. But I'm sure a minivan towing a pop-up trailer, that trailer's got to weigh more than the minivan. Maybe I'm wrong. But my point is, they have no idea what they're doing. And they're clogging everybody else up. They're making curves and they're going over the line. You've seen them going down the road and they got the wobble. So what I'm trying to get at is, you guys got to be very alert to folks that are towing these trailers around, and watch out for them, because they're oblivious to, they're just thinking they're going to go camping, boating, moving, whatever they're doing, and what they're doing is fine. They have no idea. They don't have the training that we have. So please work on with them and allow them their space. If you see them, maybe you need to back off a little bit and don't crowd them, so that you don't get involved in an accident. All right, that's me for today. This is Phil from Walmart, Right Lane Trucking. All right, everybody, stay safe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.